unlocked alcohol content. What's going on? We're just, letting it out.
Loose,
Just
dude.
letting it loose. We are back with a super fun one. I cannot tell you how excited I am. But before we get into all that excitement, who are we drinking with? We got Ryan.
Ooh, I'm excited too, baby.
Wow. It is getting spicy up in here.
Spicy.
This is already an X-rated podcast.
Hot and heavies.
Oh, we got Rick.
Well, yo.
Not
got-
Yoda,
Yeah,
but yo.
no, not Yoda, but yo.
All right. And you got me, Austin. People. I am so excited. I just can't hide it. What are we drinking today, folks?
Well, we are drinking the Laphroaig Lore.
Ooh.
So, for a little context, birthday boy over
Yeah,
here.
this is basically
me.
Austin's birthday gift.
Yes.
It is your birthday gift.
Along with a little old Pulteney 12, but
Yeah.
You know, classic.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a bottle that this is not an everyday bottle, obviously. It is expensive.
Mm.
This was the token from all of your friends, including us, for your birthday.
It was a good choice.
Yeah, we wanted something special, and this was the one that I decided. And it is, for a little context of the Laphroaig Lore, the bottle itself, it's non-age stated, Islay Scotch, single malt. It's non-age stated because it is a blend of single malts ranging from 7 to 21 years old.
Woo! Yeah.
Yep. Aged in ex-bourbon barrels, which would be Maker's Mark barrels.
Yep.
European oak barrels, so most likely French
Who's a
oak.
peon? Oh, okay, got it.
French oak.
Maker's Mark. Just a different version of it.
Yes. Whatever that was. I'm going to move right along. And then sherry barrels, Oloroso sherry barrels from Spain, and finally quarter casks.
Ooh.
So
I
just
love me some
smaller
quarter
barrels,
casks.
Yeah.
more barrel influence to those. So all of those blended together, big difference in range of ages. I'm pretty stoked on this. I've looked at this bottle for probably 7 years and never been able to try it.
It's just past a price range where you're like, I'm going to get that. It's if you're willing to spend some more money, it's just a little bit beyond the normal expensive price range. And I mean, just look at this, folks. It is this dark. I love how it's the inverse of their colors.
Yeah,
Right.
the white
for,
tube.
for context.
Yeah.
Just white to
Yeah.
the green.
It is beautiful. And the lore, honestly, this has to blow me away. So
Well,
if it doesn't,
it's got to
you
live
guys
up.
are here first. My birthday present sucked if it doesn't. But I'm looking at it. This, I mean, it's
classy.
It's classy. It's screaming to me, buy me.
Yeah.
But please try me. And I'm like, you're too expensive.
Yeah.
But guess what? You got me a present, and I really appreciate it.
So even
So-
though it's a present, what is the price?
I believe it was shelf price of like $140, $150.
Oh, you cheapskates!
Right in there. And then it used to not. It's gone up in price, obviously, with inflation. And then with our taxes, it was more expensive than that. But I'm pretty stoked on it.
Yeah.
We've had the quarter cask. We have a bottle of the quarter cask.
Quarter cask is one of my favorite Laphroaigs.
That's unbelievable, and that's part of this. We've had the 16-year, we've had the 10-year, the sherry barrel 10-year.
PX.
We've had a bunch of the Laphroaig
The
stuff.
PX.
We
Ooh.
like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of a blend of a bunch of those different things. So I'm hoping it's a
This is the pinnacle.
greater than the sum of its
Yeah.
parts is what I'm hoping for.
Well, right on the nose.
I could smell it without touching the glass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
This is one of those folks where you open it and you're like, oh boy, I'm sniffing the whiskey and it's way out here. Yeah.
Like when you don't actually touch it and you can smell it, you get that peat. Obviously, it's Islay Scotch, so it's peaty. But once you put your nose in it,
Oh yeah. It is.
I honestly don't even really get smoke.
It's so malty.
I get
Oh, there's some sweetness.
You know what? I get malt with a little bit of the iodine.
little
Not
iodine.
the peat, not the
Yeah.
smoke from it, but just the maltiness and the iodine.
Maltiness, a little of that sherry sweetness,
and a little bit of the sea.
The little
Maritime.
toffee sweetness. Like
I think this is 96 proof or roughly thereabout.
Yeah. So not crazy,
48%,
not
so
crazy up
proof.
there, but it's
and a little bit of olive, which you gotta love with the Isla.
Yeah,
a little bit of olive juice, olive rind.
There's that little brininess.
Yeah, there we go, brine. I don't know what
olive rind.
No, olive rind. I like to skin the olive.
Listen, you're pervert.
Yeah. I'm gonna dive in. I've been waiting for this since last night when you guys gifted it to me. So let's just go straight in, folks.
Go
spelunking. The nose is amazing.
It really is. It's weirdly decadent, but
yeah.
Wow.
We got a wow.
You know what's kind of crazy? I'm getting a spicy. It's like spicy.
Really?
On my tongue.
Dude. Yeah.
Whoa. What? And it's a burn. It goes into a burn.
But it's almost like a cayenne
spice.
There's some jalapeno or something in here.
What the heck?
Somebody threw a jalapeno in there.
There's the jalapeno margarita. What's going on here?
Wow.
But then it just like converts into kind of that quarter cask sherry barrel.
What you
Where's that coming
what you
from?
love of Laphroaig.
I mean,
that's wild.
That's wild, dude.
Whoa.
Which I will say, so in general, when you're talking Islay scotches with anything peated, theoretically, the longer you age it, the more the smoke kind of drops off. So that's why a lot of the Islay distilleries do young stuff, because then it's just going to be really prominent peat and smoke. But that being said, like we have a bottle of the Laphroaig 16, and that's super smoky.
Yeah.
So it doesn't drop off that much. So I don't know.
By 25, it drops off.
Well, this is not going to be 25.
25.
This is theoretically up to 21 years.
Okay.
But
hasn't dropped off yet.
It has not dropped off.
This is
for sure.
very smoky.
Yeah, but it really does have that spicy. That is a lot of this stuff is present on, because it is a blend of many different type of Laphroaigs, right? Mm-hmm. The quarter cask. That's all there, which is yummy. But then there's this spicy note, which I love.
It really is like, a little jalapeno, maybe a little cayenne. It's whoa.
And what's interesting is it's so distinctive from, like, it's not an alcohol burn.
No,
not at all.
This is a spicy burn.
Yeah. These Scotch traveled to Mexico for a short stint.
I can eat this with burritos.
Yeah, for real. It's like, what?
But that's up front, and then it goes away, and then you're left with the kind of the fruity, the red fruit, and that quarter cask
and
kind
really
of richness
floral as well.
Yeah,
almost like a rose note for me on the back end.
Yep, I'm picking up a little rose water.
Yeah, man,
wow,
this is a sum of its parts. Greater, I have yet to determine, but it is a sum of, when I think of Laphroaig and all the times that we've tasted it, it's like, now just taste them together in the greatest form.
Sort of like the Lion King or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
No, this is the Avengers movies after all of the other movies.
Exactly.
They're like, okay, you got all these ones. We're putting all this together.
Wow. Holy
Which
moly.
isn't a good example because I hate all those movies. But if it was cool, like all the nerds.
Imagine it cool.
All the Marvel nerds, like that's how they felt.
Yeah.
That's how I felt with this. Go back to Iron Man.
So is your birthday present living?
I think so.
Living up to what?
I've been.
Happy birthday, Mr.
Mr.
Bourbon Master.
Happy birthday.
Rocky, don't watch this.
Yeah. This is a great present and tastes fantastic. Wow.
It is wild.
Folks, I mean, this is for the Scotch lovers. This is for the Islay fans. This is for people who want something that's going to smack them in the mouth, give a little spice to them. People who like some burritos. Okay.
Oh, that's
yeah.
There's so much.
You can almost call this a Scotch bonnet. Bam, nailed it.
Man, I'll just say it. If you're a fan of Laphroaig and you haven't pulled the trigger and you got that money, and
don't
you're like,
ghost this.
Yeah.
Ghost
don't
Pepper,
sleep
baby.
on Laphroaig Lore.
Ooh.
I think that it lives up to it. Like for real, this is freaking good.
It is.
Now it isn't. We're doing this in a vacuum right now.
Yeah.
This is just by itself. We haven't tried it compared to anything. We didn't even warm up with Laphroaig or anything. We're just going straight into this lore, and this is blowing my mind.
But honey sweetness to go balance with that. Oh, wow.
All right, I want to hear your final takes.
My final take is this is unbelievable, but it's also not for the faint of heart. Like this is, if you're into this thing, this is going to be awesome. If you're not into this, don't touch this. If you like Laphroaig already, you should get this at some point or tell somebody to buy you this. If you don't like the smoky, peaty stuff, then don't worry about it.
Yeah,
this is not. This is
it's not worth the money.
This is Laphroaig a little bit on steroids. This is not a gimmick. This is everything good about Laphroaig. It shows up to this party, and then a little bit of spicy jalapeno or something just marinating in there also.
That's the weirdest part.
I didn't know I wanted that.
But
you didn't think you could ever want that in a bottle of whiskey.
And also,
here we are.
Fam, okay, team, drinkers, you get to own a foot-by-foot square of the distillery. All right?
Of Isla.
Go
Island
buy
of Isla.
thousands of bottles of Laphroaig, and you might get some square footage that's right next to each other. But I bet you it's random. It's
probably random.
It is, because we have right now we own enough to build a house on for sure.
Definitely.
I'm trying to get a compound on that.
we're building a compound, baby.
Oh my God.
What's the level of freedom in Scotland? About to find out, that's for sure.
Brexit, dude.
Yeah. All right. There you have it, folks. It's a buy if you're a fan. That's just how it is. You like the episode because you're a fan. That's just how it is. You subscribe because you want to see more content. We do scotch. We do bourbon. We do it all, folks. We do rye. We do champagne. We've done champagne. We want to do brandy. Mezcal. We've done mezcal. Go check out our past episodes. Let us know in the comments, what should we do? We want to know what you're interested in because we are interested in it all, and we'll do the research for you. You don't have to. All right? We'll do it for you. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.